and welcome to the live stream. Sorry if I had a little technical difficulty there for a few seconds. Trying out some new things with the live stream, and hopefully it's things that will be helpful and that everybody will like. I know, there's a few different things that I am trying out, so hopefully the changes won't be bad ones, put it that way. Today, we're going to be talking about a little of everything on how to get prepared for World of Warcraft Shadowlands coming in just over a month. To be exact, 5 weeks. 5 weeks from today, Shadowlands will come out. So, we're going to go ahead and bring up the game, doing that as we speak. And once the game is fully loaded and ready to play, I'll minimize my screen. And as I wanted to take a few moments to say that I'm very deeply moved by a lot of the messages that I've been getting. It means a lot to me, and I do definitely appreciate everybody. We are moving along as best as we can. When you have somebody that you've lost, it does take a toll on you in a big way. So we are going to go ahead and bring up the game, and we're going to look at some different parts of the game that I feel will, without a doubt, make life easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and move my screen over so I can watch the live chat and be able to answer everybody as they come in and post. Okay, so here we go. Going to go ahead, minimize the camera, and go ahead and start the game. So we're going to take a look at quite a few different things with regards to the game today. The very first thing that comes to my mind is, how do you level a character and do it in the quickest possible way? What is the best time to level? And of course that would be now. Immediately starting today would be the best time ever to level a character. Now, I'm going to show you why. If you notice, I have quite a few 120s, and that's not by mistake, but by design. I have some that are level 1s that I'm not started yet. Hopefully, I'll have all of those to 120 by the time the game, Shadowlands at least, goes live. So, let's go ahead and log in to... I'm going to pick one of my higher level characters. We're going to go with my warrior, Stone Cold Fox, which is a play on one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite actors, if you will, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, let's go ahead and take a look and see if there's any messages from anyone. No, not at this moment. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Kelly, welcome, and glad to see you made it. Always glad to see you here. I'm doing okay, Kelly. It's been a little rough. I don't know if you watched my previous video, but my father-in-law passed away recently. He passed away on the 9/6 at 3 a.m. and it was kind of unexpected, and it's never easy. To a lot of people, he was just a father-in-law. He was nothing special, but to me, he was very special. He's a man that I look up to, did look up to, and will look up to for years to come. even though he is no longer here, but don't change anything in that aspect. But today we are going to start out with the best time to level. Now, I'm going to go ahead and skip the intro and go on over here and start this part. But the reason I say that now is the absolute best time to level. Okay, this character, as if you noticed, is level 110. I started him from the ground up. I did not boost him. He is started out, I think, at 20, and I've brought him all the way up to 110. Now, the reason I say that now is the absolute best time to level a character. If you look, you have enlisted. Now, enlisted is something that you can try anytime. It gives you an extra 10% experience. Now, it does flag you to the other faction. A Winds of Wisdom, giving you 100% experience boost. And the Impressive Influence, which gives you a 100% boost with Legion and Battle for Azeroth factions. So if you don't have a faction that's open, and it's one that you or a race open that you want to have open, now's the time, because this is the best possible time ever to create a new character. First of all, let's take a look. I have, if you noticed, I have a ton of them open. I don't have the Void Elf open yet, or the Lightforged Draenei, but I do have the Colterian, the Dark Iron Dwarf. I do not have the Mechanome, which I do want, but I do have all of the Horde opened up already. Now, here, if you notice, to unlock the Void Elf, and I think a couple others, let me check. Okay, so to unlock both of these, I need to be exalted with the Army of Light for that one, Argusian Reach on the Void Elf, but I need the achievement, You Are Now Prepared. Okay, so that's going to be something that I can work on for both across the board. Then I also have to earn the achievement Rustbolt Rebellion and the Mechanonian Threat. Now, these are things that I plan on doing before the launch of Shadowlands, because I want to have all of these unlocked. I've heard people say that, we will have them all unlocked automatically, and we may, but I'm not going to take any change, because I know a lot of times if you do, it can take you longer to get things leveled the way you want after the new expansion, especially Reputation. So that's something I'm going to be working on. Now, the great part is here, if you notice, this character is in Ogrimmar. He does already have flying, so I'm going to fly up. I'm going to go ahead and speak to Nathanos. Automatic 62,000. Now it's wanting me to head on over to see Magni Bronzebeard located within Calamador, which we know is in Silipus. So I'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to take the flight path. Okay, so looks like we do have a few different people in live chat. welcome. Again, we are going to be getting a few things done to prepare for Shadowlands. And the best possible way to prepare for Shadowlands is picking out what character you're going to main in Shadowlands. For me, I'm going to main my hunter. I'm not going to pick a different one, at least not for now. My hunter is the character that I've played as my main in the last 2 expansions, and one that I'm very familiar with. So, as of right now, my main will be my hunter. But, if you ever wanted to start a new character, this is the best possible time. And it has nothing to do with the heirlooms, which the heirlooms are going to be going away. You will not be getting the experience from the heirlooms like you do now. And to me, that means they're all but useless. I don't know what stat they're going to give us, but for me, unless it's something very, very good, the heirlooms are going to be useless. So, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But for me right now, if I put on a full set of armor, let's see, helmet, shoulders, chest, that is 30%, 35 with a cape, 45 by adding the legs. Okay, then 50 with 1 ring, 55. The necklaces don't give you an experience boost, but they are pretty cool. Now, this Touch of the Void is one that I use anytime I'm leveling a character. I always use it because it does help out a lot. So, you got a 55% increase right now with your heirlooms. Now, keep in mind, when Shadowlands goes live, the heirlooms will no longer give you an experience boost. But that's 55%. By using the enlisted buff, you get another 10%, giving you 65. Then you get the 100%, so that gives you 165% experience boost. Okay, so let me make sure that everything, that my volume is working. Okay, everything is good. Just wanted to make sure. So that's 165%. Now, if you also have any of the potions, I don't have one on this character, but the Drought of the 10 Winds, I believe it's called. That will give you another 10%. So now you're at 175% experience. Now, if you also have rested experience, which I do on this character, as you can see, I have rested 150%. So 1.5 level at rested. Now, that's an additional 200% for that level and a half. So that's going to give me 200% plus 175%. So 375%. Now, the great part is also, let me bring it up and I'll show you. If you have any of the things going on, the invasions, this is the time to use them to your advantage. Because not only will you get massive experience for that, I believe it's 27,000 without all your extras. So probably going to give you about 60,000 experience per. That's going to be 5 times plus your end goal. So about 360,000 experience just for doing those. And then you're going to get a buff that's going to last for 1 hour. That's going to give you another 10%. So to me, it's well worth it. Okay, it is something that I look for on a religious basis. Every time I log in, I look to see if there's any kind of an invasion going on. So that is one that you definitely need to keep an eye on. Now, here in just a minute, we'll be over to Syllabus. We'll be getting Magni took care of. That way we can get to Zandalar. Now, Zandalar, as you can tell, I've not got unlocked on this character yet. I've not went through the starting things yet. So we are going to do that. Okay, and once we have, then we can go ahead and see if there's any invasions. Right now I don't think it would show for us. But also, one other thing that you're going to want to keep an eye on is your professions. And when you're choosing a profession going forward, you're going to want to ask yourself, what is the one profession that is going to be the most profitable in the game going forward as well as now? Then you're going to want to know how to level that profession quick. How to get it done and get it done fast. Also, you're going to need to find out what is the best profession in Shadowlands. Now, I will be doing a video coming up in the next day or two in which I discuss the professions, which one's going to be the best, what one's going to make you the most money, and yes, how we can level it as quick as possible. So that is going to be something that you may want to stick around for. Now, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. And there is one thing that I will say: if you are a horde, you definitely need to get yourself a Volpera. And the reason for that is it makes farming dungeons and raids so much easier. Not only can you just pop down your cape outside of the dungeon and be able to teleport back, and I believe that lasts for an hour. Let's see. Okay, it's got a 10-minute cooldown, and it's got a 1-hour cooldown on return to camp. So, if you're doing some farming of dungeons or raids, this can help you every so often. It's not going to help you oops, I'm going the wrong way. It's not going to help you with every single thing, but it is going to help you out in a big way when it procs, when your 1 hour is up. So let's go ahead and head on over to Syllabus. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been wanting the mount, the Mighty Brutosaur Caravan mount. I was on track of getting it, and then, in all honesty, real life kicked in. There was so much going on with my father-in-law being in the hospital, then with him passing away, so it kind of put a damper on me getting the mount. But you know what? I'll get it sooner or later, even if it's on the black market auction. So that's not a big deal. Now, if you can get yours now, by all means do so, because it will only be available on the black market auction after this. Now, there are a lot of different mounts coming up in Shadowlands, and once we get a few people in, a few more people I should say, then we'll take a look at it. But for now we'll just stay on track with what we're doing. Also, what are you guys selling to make gold? Me, myself, I'm doing the profession materials, things like Spirit of Harmony. Spirit of Harmony is a big money maker. I don't care what anyone tells you. They can tell you that, you know, previous expansions don't make any gold. Wrong. Previous expansions will make you some very serious gold in a very large way. Because, well, face it, there's no one wants to go back. If you're wanting to make an item and somebody has that item that you need for materials and it's on the auction house, now you know that it could take you, 25-30 minutes to go back and farm it, or you can pay the premium and have it in minutes. Something that someone else had went out and farmed. You're going to pay some gold, yes, but it's going to save you in the long run. So that in itself is a big money maker. Okay, let's go get our Heart of Azeroth on this character. What's everybody been up to lately? Anything new? Anybody got a new mount? Possibly the Brutosaur?
It is time.
Go ahead and skip that. Or can we? Apparently we have to wait for it to play through.
It is time.
We must gather our strength. Return home, children of Azeroth. Illidan, we've done all we can. Every choice, every sacrifice has led me to this moment. To face him once again. You are not coming with us. The hunter is nothing without the hunt. Did you not see this fate, prophet? Fate? Our survival was never in fate's hands. Light be with you.
Okay, so
Story.
hopefully we can get through this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to the expansion. I'm looking forward to getting started. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. There are some things that I have to say I'm really interested in. The concept of the afterlife. The concept of, well, us being able to interact now with heroes that are long dead on well, in life. Okay, let's see if we can skip it now. Okay, here we go.
Azeroth calls to you, champion. She offers a gift. One born of her own essence.
Never fails. Log in and get 15 different whispers from people wanting to have you join up. Okay. Now, I do want to let you guys know that there are some things going to be going on over the next few weeks. My father-in-law, as I said, he did pass away. He was cremated as per his wishes. And with that being said, we will be kind of busy over the next few weeks, but we are going to make time for everything. You know, I'm going to make time for the channel, obviously, because my father-in-law actually, and this is something many of you may already know, my father-in-law was one of my biggest viewers. He watched everything I did. He watched all my videos. He watched all my live streams. Matter of fact, if I was 10 minutes late on a stream, he would call me on it. He would message, or he would, if he was in the hospital, he would have someone call so he could tell me, "Hey, you're late. Why's the stream not started?" And he was one of my biggest fans, as well as one of my biggest critics. He always let me know exactly how he thought, you know, what he thought about it. Was I doing a good job? Was the stream bad? What was going on? So we always had that kind of relationship. Okay. And welcome to the live chat. I see we have someone who has popped in. Be sure to speak up. Let me know who we have, where you're from, and if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are about to head into Zandalar for the first time on this character, and the goal is to get as many characters to level 120 as we can. Now, obviously, 120 will not be what we go into Shadowlands with. We'll be going into Shadowlands with a 50. Everything will be dropped down to 50. So, in essence, when I log in on the day that everything gets started, I'll be going from having all these 120s to having all of them at 50. And that's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it's easier for me to get them to 120 now and then be knocked down to 50 than it will be to get to 50 after. Go ahead and skip the cinematic. So, guys, tell me what you're doing to get ready for Shadowlands yourself. Are you looking to level new characters? Are you trying to get a certain mount? What are you trying to do for preparation? Also, for those of you that are new to the channel and are not already aware, I do have a merch store that is coming up that I'm adding more to in the next day or two, hopefully. When I am able to do that, I will be posting, making a special video, in fact, about it. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. There's going to be shirts, hats, jackets, mugs, book bags, whatever you may want. Now let's check something. What time we have a minute. Okay, so as of right now, there is no invasions. But always keep in mind, these bonus goals, bonus objectives like this one, is absolutely fantastic. Don't let it slip away. By doing that, you'll get quite a bit of experience. Princess Talanji is very, very, very slow. And just curious, do you guys prefer the background like you see here, or do you prefer the green screen effect where everything is blank? All you see is me and the game. You don't see anything behind me. Let me know which one you prefer. Okay, establish my embassy. I've done this so many times it's not even funny, so I already know what pretty well every quest is going to tell me to do. Also, on the merch store, I will be doing a mask, okay, face mask that is going to be open for everybody. It's just more or less a face mask that says, Hawk Gaming on it. Hopefully, it is something you guys will enjoy. I'm going to be very blunt, very real with you. I'm just trying to get ahead. I'm trying to get started. I'm trying to get this channel to grow. And I want it to grow to be one of the biggest and best known World of Warcraft channels out there. And I can only do that with you. If you help me, we can make it happen. If you don't, then the channel's kind of doomed. Because without you, my people, my viewers, my friends, my family, uh, there is no need. There is no channel. And welcome, and let me know who we have. Go ahead and speak up. And when you're starting out, I always pick Zandalar as my first one. Excuse me. Let me get a drink here. Okay, so I gotta speak to the king. Speak to old Nathanos here. Go ahead and get him out of the way. Not my favorite character, but neither is Sylvanas, so can't say too much. Who have we got? Let's take a look. Okay, whoever has entered, just please do be sure to speak up. Let me know who you are, where you're from. If this is your first time, be sure to subscribe and settle back in, and let's get ready to prepare for Shadowlands. Now, I am starting a new way of doing things. For some time now, people have said, it sounds like you're reading a script. Well, there's a good reason, because for a while I was, and now I'm breaking away from that. I'm getting to the point that I do have bullet points, if you can see here. Bullet points that give me ideas, things that I want to cover in this video, and that will continue. But as far as me doing scripted, I'm not going to be doing that no more. And that goes for the videos as well as the live stream. Now, let me show you why I always, the very first thing I do when I go to a zone is I look for these, the bonus objective. And the great part is, with my character, I do believe he has all of the, yes he does. Okay, so he has all of the heirlooms that he can possibly have. I'm also using the Winds of the Wisdom, Winds of Wisdom, 100%. The Impressive Influencer, a Enlisted, giving me 10%. All together, I'm getting 375% experience at the moment. Now let's see what we have to do. This is this is the 8th. Be sure to pick up this quest here, because it's going to give you some more very well deserved experience. Now if you're lucky, like it appears that I'm going to be, somebody else has come through and wiped out some of this. So it's going to make it easier for you to get your cages open. If that happens. And I'm going to have to remap my layout because apparently they did not set everything up the way it needed to be when I added this add-on to the game. So let me go ahead and get that done as soon as I get this character. Now also, if you don't use UIs, you know, that's perfectly fine. If you don't choose to do that. But if you're like me, the Blizzard UI totally is horrible. Okay? So what I use is ELV UI, and I have a profile that I always use. Well, I will after I get these guys to leave me be for a bit. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and try to get away into an area where at least if I do die, it won't be as bad. That's the only bad part about trying to get everything set up while you're playing. I'll go ahead and do that before I go back. Okay, so what I always do is use okay, that's odd. I know that I have because I can see it there. Okay, this is totally confusing. Anybody know what could be causing the issue? Because maybe it's not taking effect until I res. Let me check. Okay, so apparently that was not it. This is annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Okay. Well, heck. Okay. Yeah, this is going to annoy me. We're gonna go 6 buttons. Alrighty, and I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible, guys. Sorry about that. But I noticed we do have a few people popping in, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to welcome you. If there's anything that you guys want to know about, anything that I can help you with, let me know. Okay, now that's more like it. Now we'll go to... I'll just go ahead and toggle or set my anchors, I should say. And let's check, see who we have. Okay. I think they may have done an update on me and it screwed everything up. But we'll get to the bottom of this and hopefully get it all lined out very soon. We'll do away with the login message. And welcome. I see we have some more people popping in. I do appreciate you taking the time to stop in, and we are trying to get everything lined out on the Alrighty, well, apparently, where I was standing was not a good idea. So we're going to go ahead and try to outrun these guys, get up in the air, try to figure this out. That way I can... Matter of fact, apparently it did figure it out for me. So let me go ahead and... Okay, my talents are... That would be one reason. Apparently they... Alright. Hate when that happens. Blade Storm. Always, always, always love Execute. Hamstring. Berserker. Okay, so here we go. And Kelly, are you still with us? Also, guys, never, 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 never hesitate to jump on somebody else's bandwagon. Okay, by doing this, I just got 40% of my bonus quest done. And all I did was run in and hit everything with cleave, more or less. Whirlwind, rather. Also, when you're leveling, be sure never ever pace up an herb or herbalism. And if you don't already have herbs and herbal mining, I would highly suggest you do that. Now, sometimes this can backfire on you if the other party don't get them killed down as quick, and you can easily die. So that's hopefully not what I'm getting ready to do. But it's easy experience. 92%. Go ahead and mount up and follow this dude around. All the time I'm here, go ahead and one more pull will get the experience that I need. Okay, so that bonus objective, I just got 87,184 experience. So again, a couple of these and you are setting good. Now I've already completed the quest for here, so I'll go ahead and fly up, turn it in. And then fly over to the next bonus objective. And I'm glad to see we're getting quite a few different people popping in. Here in just a minute, I'm going to introduce you to a new member of my in-home family. Not my online family, but my in-house family. And his name is Hoover. And if you hold one moment, I'll go ahead and grab him, and I'll be right back, and I'll let you see my newest member of the family. And this is Hoover. This is my new dog. He is part coonhound and part boxer. And tomorrow, he'll be 13 weeks old. So he is a little puppy as of right now. But he is growing in leaps and bounds. Come on, Hoover. You can go back to sleep. Okay, and so I just wanted to introduce everybody to the newest member of the family. I mentioned that in my previous video, and I did want to do that before I forgot. But also, these little treasures, never ever ever paste one up if you don't have to. They are a gold mine. Because if you noticed, 43,000 just for picking it up. Plus you're going to sell some of the stuff, get some gold, and there you go. So let's head on over. Now, as you can see here, it says 32,000. But I got 87,000. So, who have we got here today? We have a few different people popping in. I've noticed some of you popping in and out. Be sure you let me know who I've got. And if this is your first time here, I do want to welcome you. We'll come back to these. I always try to knock out the bonus objectives first. And anytime I see a treasure, I go after it immediately. 111. Now I know, one level don't seem like a lot, but if you have all your characters at 120 when the expansion goes live, you're going to be a whole lot happier with all level 50s, all your characters ready to rush into Shadowlands than you would be to go back then and start leveling your characters. Also, for those of you who are aware, I will be starting a college class. Obviously, with the corona stuff going on, I will be doing this from home. I will be doing college courses in IT or computer repair. I'm not sure which yet. I've got to figure that out in the next day or two. And that way it brings in a little bit extra money and hopefully keeps everything, as they say, keeps the lights on. Now also, if you can see it, let me set my seat up. If you can see the shirt, I do have a merchandise store that will be going live hopefully sometime this evening or tomorrow. Once I do get that going live, I'll be sure to do a video, dedicated video, to let you guys know that it is live. And at that time, you can go ahead and hop on over. If you want to get merchandise, you can. You obviously don't have to. That's never been a requirement, never will. But I know some of you had mentioned this to me before, that you wanted to get some merch. And if that's the case, I want to give you the option. Okay, so each one that I kill here apparently gives me 6% of the bonus objective each. And yes, I know that some of you have made comments that me hitting the buttons down here with my mouse gets annoying and so on, and I do apologize for that. However, the reason I do that is a lot of times for example, my hotkeys for streaming and my hotkeys for playing the game actually are one and the same. Sometimes they are, it causes issue for me to hit a button in live stream, because it has been known to turn off the stream, to do things of that nature. Now, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on a upcoming video, actually a few upcoming videos, and give you the option to let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Right now I'm looking into some videos on dungeons, and also videos on, for example, dungeons and raids, which ones make the most gold, how to make that gold, what to sell, and what to vendor. If that is something you're interested in, let me know. Otherwise, if there's something else that you would rather see, also let me know. I'll be happy to look into any kind of video you want to see. I love it when it makes you turn around. Oh. And I've got to say, the game is kind of like one of them soap operas, if you've not watched them. Growing up, my mom used to watch soap operas a lot. And one of the things that she always would tell my dad and myself, if you miss a day, you miss a lifetime. Because so much happens in one day on that soap opera that you may or may not ever be able to catch fully back up. Well, the game is kind of like that in a way, at least for me. You miss out on a lot what time you're away, and when you come back, it's like everything is kind of different. Everything is new, and so that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to catch back up. I'm trying to get things lined back out. Some of my hotkeys have apparently changed, so now I'm having to get that lined back out. So it is being a pain in the butt. Okay, so soon to be another 87, hopefully more. 87,000 was what I got on the last one. But I do believe as you get your leveling, I think you can get more with each level. We'll find out. We'll find out. Also, if you guys are not aware, there is a website, and BFA Invasion Timer is what it's called, and that's what I just typed in, and it tells me that the next invasion will be in Drustvar. Actually, it's in Drustvar now. Wow. When did that start? Let me see. Because that in itself, yes it is. And here we go. So I need to go visit Nathanos. Because if you notice, each one of these say that they give 24,900. They're going to give me a lot more. Okay, and there's 5 of them. So that's going to be, even if it was only 25,000, that's still 125,000. So it's well worth it. But I'll go ahead and finish this up first. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it up with this. Not quite. But anyway, let me know who have I got. How are you guys doing? Is there any kind of videos you would like to see added? Any kind of videos you want that you're interested in? Let me know. Okay, so at this time, I got it, 87,979 that time, which is helping out quite a bit on the level. Now, if you noticed, it still says I have 70% of rested, so that in itself is giving me a 200,000 or 200%. I wish it was 200,000. Percent bonus. And I am going to also hop over to another character, send myself a drought of 10 lands, which is the potion that gives me an additional 10%. hear the whining in the background, that's Hoover wanting to come in. But when I'm on live stream, I tend not to let him in as much as possible because where he is a puppy, he tends to try to nibble on my feet, and it can be very distracting. But my wife is going to be playing with him anyway. As big as he is right now, at 13 weeks old, he's already topping out at, like, I would say 20 pounds, 18 to 20 pounds or more. So it's very scary to think of how big he's going to be when he's full grown. Go ahead and pick these up. And head over to Nathanos. Okay, so I've got to say that I do enjoy the fact that for the most part, war resources, I'm already at 49 and I just got a quest to get 100. So that's not going to be a big deal. Complete the quest, turn it in, that's another 43,000. Now, I do have to say that the Just Bar zone is not my favorite by far. I personally don't like it at all. I don't like the part where you have to escort Gallywix and Etrig around. That's not my favorite part of it, but it is part of it, so we'll do it. And quest for the... Let's go ahead and turn that in. We'll leave that one alone for now. And then we'll just fly off and do our invasions. Now, the invasions are awesome. And I want to complete one very quick here and show you, because I am going to be ending this stream in a little bit. So I am going to go ahead and try to do the Azerite Caravan. It's got 1 kill, and I'll let you see what it's requiring. And somebody already killed it. Just my luck. Well, hopefully the respawn on this guy is pretty darn quick. And if not, we can at least get a few of these done. so come on, people, everybody jump in and let's light this one up. The caravan commander is apparently on horseback. I don't remember if she dismounts. I think she does at one point, but hopefully not now. Quicker to kill, the better. And now I get the Azurite. Okay, so 65,000 just for that. Time for war. Report to Nathanos. So if I get 67,000 per, that's going to give me right about 360,000 or more on the overall. 360,000, which would mean I would be 112 just for this one invasion. So, that's what I'm saying about the invasions. They are very, very useful. Okay, so 12 Alliance soldiers killed. Okay. So that is going to be a little bit harder to do by myself at 110. You always have to have some person wanting to pop in for some PvP or to attack you just because you're plagued. Here's the thing. Personally, I don't attack any player unless they attack me first. Personally, I find it just wrong. Yeah, that's the word. Wrong. So hey buddy, leave it be. And they always want to attack you when you're on the alts, they don't try so much when you're on your main and could like eat them for breakfast, as they say. Okay, we're going to try to fly around, find the ones that I can easily swoop in and kill, like, well, this. Hey buddy, give it a damn... Sorry. I know that YouTube does not smile on people using language nowadays, but give it a break, you know? Come on, guys. Person's trying to level and you're being a pain. And the great part is this person is 120 but is aggravating me. Okay, so fly around. Gee whiz, come on, guys, leave it be. For God's sake. And this is why I hate PvP. I don't do PvP. I've not done PvP in years, except for an occasional, quest where you have to. But I don't enjoy PvP, and it don't make it any easier when you have some 120 running around tracking you down to kill you. And let's see what my armor is at. My durability is at 75%. Okay, so any other people flying around here gonna... Yes, of course. For 120. Oh, this is annoying. And there's only like 3 of them running around. A 120 mage, I think a 120 warlock, and possibly a 120 paladin. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a few moments to have any questions, if you do, pop them up. I'll be sure to help you out, answer them as much as possible. I have 2 minutes before this allows me to res. So go ahead and give me as many questions as you can. $33 seconds till able to res. Okay, well, if there is no questions, no one has any questions, I do want to thank you for dropping in, for being here for the live stream. It was my first live stream in a few weeks because we've had a lot going on in real life, and I do want to thank you for being here for that live stream. Also, there will be more videos coming up. I do want to encourage you to stick around for that. Hopefully you'll be able to watch as many of the live streams as coming up as well, because I will be doing live streams every other week. Occasionally I will possibly do more than one every other week. I do know that I will have a live stream going up when Shadowlands opens. So hopefully that's going to work out well. And again, I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Until next time, have a great day. And remember, why level alone when you can level up with Hawk Gaming? Please be sure to tell a friend and share this with someone going forward. Thank you. Have a great day.